Marseille opened their new Ligue and Conforama season against Toulouse, and before a rather forgettable first half ended, history was made. Valère Germain's header blocked, but it was only when VAR, newly introduced to France this season, gave referee Rudy Bouquet a second look, and the whistler awarded a penalty. Dimitri, after injury robbed him of finishing the Europa League final and potential place in the World Cup, became a pub quiz answer for Ligue and Conforama's first VAR goal. And the OM captain was in the right place to double their lead just past the hour mark with a cool finish, a first brace in France's top flight for 4 years. Toulouse, who only maintained their Ligue and Conforama status in the relegation playoffs, were dead and buried when Germain broke the offside trap to cutely curl home. And there was still time for World Cup winner cameo Florian with a brilliant touch. 4-0 Marseille. Well, no Kylian Mbappe on show, but Neymar reminded Le Parc that he's still box office. The Brazilian giving PSG the lead against Caen, his 13th goal in just 12 starts in the capital, and his first Ligue and Conforama appearance since February. Adrien Rabiot may have got out of the way for the first, but he was heavily involved in the second. Winning the ball and starting the move, the 23-year-old was on hand to tap home after excellent play from a revitalised Angel Di Maria. And Caen's miserable night was compounded by another Brice Samba error, but it meant Timothy Weah scored 24 years on from his father George's last goal in the park. 3-0 the champions. Monaco have seen another summer of upheaval, but it was their remaining old guard who saw them pass Nantes. Rony Lopez with his 14th goal of 2018 to put Leonardo Jardim's men ahead. Sub Radamel Falcao then released Stevan Jovetic to coolly slot past Cyprian Tatarasanu. And the Colombian marked his return to Ligue and Conforama after the World Cup with a tap in to get Monaco off to a winning start. Jovetic, the hold-up man. Falcao on place to put away Grancier's centre. New Canary coach Miguel Cardosa saw positive signs and will hope to build from Emiliano Sala's late consolation. Lille were hoping for a fresh start after last season's ordeals, but Rennes tested their resolve when Clément Grenier curled home, marking his debut with a beaut. But Lille had their answer before half-time, Lebo Motheba providing they were no lame dogs and plenty of fight in them. Christophe Gautier's young side were unrelenting in the second half. Nicolas Pepe was at the heart of all that was exciting about Lille, and his goal was little more than his performance deserved. The Northerners put Rennes to the sword when Jonathan Bamba put the finishing touch to a flowing counter. Lille dancing La Bamba. 13 minutes is all it took for Pablo to see red, and Bordeaux's resistance was finally broken on 68 minutes when Ibrahim Sissoko finally made Strasbourg's man advantage count. A stunning team move saw the Westerners end 10 Ligue and Conforama matches without a away win. Nuno da Costa with the finishing, as Strasbourg repeated their win here last season. Nabil Fekir was on the sidelines hugging the World Cup trophy, while Bertrand Traoré took on the mantle of the OL captain on the pitch. He led Amiens a merry dance before beating Regis Goodner through his legs. Amiens came out fighting in the second half, but the Unicorns were made to pay for their lack of cutting edge. Memphis Depay with a stunning free kick to secure all 3 points for Bruno Genesio's men. The game of the weekend. Nîmes, no longer just known for the birthplace of denim, as Sadia Thioub became Nîmes' first top-flight scorer since Laurent Blanc a quarter of a century ago. But Angers looked to have put the Crocodiles safely back in their cage after Pierre Capel slotted home. Sco came flying out of the traps after the break, with Stefan Baokin again instrumental, with 21-year-old Angelo Fulgini on hand to score. And there was no stopping Ismail Traoré nodding home Angers' third. Sco looking on easy street with 35 minutes remaining, but 38 years after their last top-flight meeting, Nîmes once again left the Stade Raymond Kopa victorious in quite stunning fashion. Young striker Clément Desprez reducing the arrears inside 60 seconds of coming on, before defender Florian Miguel was shown red, but Nîmes flooded forward and Renaud Ripard ripped apart Angers' non-existent defence. He then turned provider as Desprez completed a remarkable turnaround. Angers nightmare, Nîmes on cloud 9. Montpellier kicked off against Dijon and Pedro Mendes gave the hosts the lead after just 5 minutes. But name Slitty was a man possessed in the second half, and it was the tricky winger who instigated Dijon's resurgence. Julio Tavares in the right place to score, and Slitty then found Senu Koulibaly, a stunning winner from a player playing fourth-tier football just last season. Lois Dione back from purgatory and star signing Wabi Kazri combined brilliantly for the latter to score a stunning volley. A third consecutive match with a goal for Kazri after 2 World Cup strikes for Tunisia in the summer. Saint-Etienne on their way to a 6th straight home win against Guingamp until Stéphane Ruffier clipped Marcus Coco's heels. A booking for the Valère number 1 and then beaten by Marcus Thuram with his 4th Ligue 1 goal. But it was Dione who got the winner and ended 1,301 minutes without a Ligue 1 goal. Patrick Vieira became the 3rd 98 World Cup winning player to become a Ligue 1 Conforama coach, but it wasn't a happy debut as his Nice bow was ruined by promoted Reims. Moussa Doumbia made them pay. The winger had scored just once in the past 3 seasons, with the free arrival from Rostov silencing the buoyant crowd inside 2 minutes. Well, welcome back to Ligue 1 Conforama, and a treat as it's the first time without a single draw since week 22 of last season. It's also the first time this millennium that there hasn't been one stalemate during the opening weekend of a campaign. Well, Marseille top thanks to their late demolition of Toulouse, with PSG and Monaco making up the week 1 podium. Nîmes may want to take a photo, 7th on their Ligue 1 return after a quarter of a century away. Toulouse unsurprisingly prop up the table with Caen for company, and Bordeaux off to a nightmare start after seeing Pablo sent off just 30 minutes into their defeat to Strasbourg. Lyon will be wary of promoted Reims after their Nice win when week 2 gets underway. PSG travel to Guingamp, while Monaco at home to resurgent Lille. Nîmes hope for more drama when they welcome OM to the Stade des Costières.